Throughout history, surprising alliances have formed between individuals from vastly different backgrounds. These friendships transcended societal norms, broke barriers, and ultimately changed the course of history, demonstrating the power of connection and collaboration. 1. Booker T. Washington and Theodore Roosevelt. In a time of intense racial segregation in the United States, the friendship between civil rights leader Booker T. Washington and President Theodore Roosevelt was groundbreaking. Their collaboration advanced discussions on race and education, paving the way for gradual social reform. 2. Mahatma Gandhi and Herman Kallenbach. Gandhi, a leader of nonviolent resistance, and Kallenbach, a Jewish architect, forged a deep friendship in South Africa. Their bond influenced Gandhi's development of satyagraha, his philosophy of truth and nonviolence, which shaped global movements for civil rights and independence. 3. Queen Victoria and Abdul Karim. Despite cultural and racial divides, Queen Victoria and her Indian servant Abdul Karim developed a close friendship. This relationship helped Victoria understand Indian culture, though it faced backlash from the royal court. Their story highlighted the complexities of colonial power dynamics. 4. Frederick Douglass and William Lloyd Garrison. Abolitionist Frederick Douglass and white reformer William Lloyd Garrison formed an alliance that strengthened the fight against slavery in America. Their friendship combined Douglass's first-hand experience with Garrison's publishing platform to amplify the abolitionist message. 5. Helen Keller and Anne Sullivan. Blind and deaf from a young age, Helen Keller's relationship with her teacher Anne Sullivan was life-changing. Sullivan's dedication helped Keller break through her communication barriers, ultimately inspiring global movements for disability rights. 6. Franklin D. Roosevelt and Winston Churchill. This wartime alliance between the U.S. President and British Prime Minister helped solidify the Allied powers during World War II. Despite differing political views and personal temperaments, their cooperation proved critical to defeating Axis forces. 7. Nelson Mandela and F.W. de Klerk. Mandela, an anti-apartheid revolutionary, and de Klerk, the last apartheid-era president of South Africa, formed a partnership that led to the dismantling of apartheid. Their shared commitment to reconciliation paved the way for a peaceful transition to democracy. 8. John Lennon and Yoko Ono. While not traditional politicians or activists, the partnership between musician John Lennon and artist Yoko Ono influenced peace movements in the 1960s and 1970s. Their creative collaborations, including the famous Bed-In for Peace, became symbolic of nonviolent protest. 9. Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali. The friendship between civil rights leader Malcolm X and boxing champion Muhammad Ali highlighted the intersection of sports and activism. Their shared ideals empowered African Americans to challenge systemic racism and reclaim cultural identity. 10. Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Antonin Scalia. Despite being ideological opposites on the U.S. Supreme Court, Ginsburg and Scalia shared a deep friendship based on mutual respect and shared interests in opera. Their relationship demonstrated the importance of dialogue across divides in fostering understanding. These unlikely friendships reveal how unity and mutual respect can transcend differences, influencing societies in profound and lasting ways. They remind us that collaboration and empathy can drive progress, even in the face of division.